Hello everyone and welcome to another video about the PlayStation 5 long-term review after 21 months. I wanted to give you my updated thoughts about what I like, dislike and some improvements where PlayStation could be improved. During these past years, we have seen few updates both with hardware and software like UI improvements, SSD upgrade, new controllers in different colors and recently the most awaited PlayStation subscription based on a tier system. If you haven't got a PlayStation 5 then hopefully this video will give you a better idea after 18 months. Let me know what's your favorite features and if I have missed any in this video. The only reason we buy PlayStation is to play games and those games alone made for a strong launch. The console has had several exclusives since then. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is one of the best games you can buy. Horizon Forbidden West is mesmerizing open world game. And even Elden Ring when it launched was the most loved game in 2022. All this exclusive in 4K with 120 frames per second looks very real and immersive. I'm using this LG 34WN650 ultra-wide 32-inch monitor and it supports 75Hz with 1080p. It doesn't push out the full capacity of PlayStation 5 but still I enjoy playing games on this monitor. I am thinking to get the new monitor soon. Turning on PlayStation 5 to play games takes less than 30 seconds and because of its new SSD there is no loading time when playing games. Now updating the console up to date has been very easy. New system software and games will automatically update while in rest mode. New games for PlayStation 5 are on the line like God of War Ragnarok, Wolverine, Plague Tales, New Spider-Man and so on. Sony recently relaunched its PlayStation Plus service, giving subscribers access to over 700 games that include some retro titles dating back to the PlayStation 1 era. The PlayStation 5's eye-catching futuristic aesthetic looks have been the subject of much debate ever since it was unveiled, but I've grown somewhat fond of how it looks sitting vertically right next to my monitor. The sheer size of the new PlayStation is an issue for my small entertainment areas. Standing position is vertically or horizontally. Speaking of orientation, the PlayStation 5 includes a detachable stand that allows you to position the massive console both ways. Out of the box, PlayStation comes in white. In 2021, Sony came with its official PlayStation 5 covers, which will change the color of the console faceplates, which gives you an option not to be stuck with a plain white color scheme. The PlayStation 5 DualSense controller just might be the next gen thing about the Sony's new console. Adaptive triggers and built-in speaker work together. It's nothing like experienced before. Astro's Playroom comes pre-installed and is built specifically to showcase what PlayStation 5 controller is capable of. You can feel whether you're walking, jumping, gliding, pulling on a rope, running, or shooting. That is a lot more immersive. The DualSense controller packs a built-in microphone allowing you to chat with friends without even needing a gaming headset. And it works well. I used to play Fortnite with my friends when I didn't have this Sony Pulse 3D headset, and I was able to hear and communicate back just fine. But I recommend using the headset for the first-person shooting games. The touch bar is bigger this time and the light bar wraps around where in PlayStation 4 it was hidden somewhere at the top. And after almost 2 years of using this controller, the button still feels very clicky and responsive. The design this time is much more ergonomic and it just fits in your hand. The battery on these controllers lasts around 6 hours of gameplay. The PlayStation 5 is advertised as shipping with 825GB SSD, which on paper sounds rather large but technically only has 667GB of usable space. Sony has released a software update where you can add more storage using M.2 SSD drive. I usually delete my games after I finish playing them, so that is fine with me. But sometimes if I try to download more than 7 to 8 games, I will run out of storage depending on the games that I want to install. While the size of the PlayStation 5 isn't ideal, but its speed and load times are phenomenal. In less than 30 seconds, I will be ready to play games on my PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5 user interface is clean, attractive and snappy. Hopping in and out of the games and navigating menus feel instantaneous. When you highlight the game, the title's art will take over the entire home screen while its music plays in the background, which is a neat aesthetic touch. And now, Sony just released an update where you can organize your games inside of folders and it supports 1440p resolutions. A tap of the PlayStation button now brings up a control center that lets you switch apps, view your friends, check notifications, monitor your controller's battery life, and more from the bottom of your screen. Better yet, you can customize the control center to have quick access to your most used features. PlayStation 5 interface shines when you start playing a game. Tapping the PS button while playing a game brings up the activities menu. which shows information such as the current progress of your mission, a set of trophies you can go after, or a list of in-game activities that you can jump right into. You can download any game from the app even when you are away from home. It notifies you if there are any messages from your friend or when the game is ready to play. You can read all the official news and PlayStation blog inside the app. It would be great if you can save the screenshot and game recordings from the app for sharing on social media instead of transferring them to the external drive. Over the last years, Sony has released great accessories like new controllers with different colors to choose from. We have a new Midnight Pulse 3D headset, and now Sony has revealed the VR2 for the PlayStation 5. The new VR2 specs appear to be very high. It's a 4K at 120Hz OLED display expands with a field of 110 degrees. It has eye tracking, haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, and vibration in the headset. VR2 will be one cable setup. As of now, the price and the release date have not been announced. I have played games for more than 5 hours in a single sitting, and I have not noticed the PlayStation kicking the fan or making a loud noise. It has been very quiet, but sometimes the disk drive kicks in while playing games from the disk, where you can hear it running for 15 seconds and that's it. The PlayStation 5 is everything gamers want it and more. While storage space is a real concern, there is no denying that this is the truly next generation gaming machine. It makes existing games more fun and more immersive and has a strong library of exclusives that are only expanding. I have been playing games from PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 5 and I'm looking forward to many more years to come. So there it is. This is my 18th month later review of PlayStation 5 and it has been amazing. Well, you just made it to the end of this video and thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe and I'm out.